also known as the Money Lady from the many students that I've taught in classrooms over the years. I'm here to talk to you today about money lessons that I learned growing up. Things that stuck with me into my adulthood and that I still use today. It's interesting when I think about lessons that I learned because money was not a topic that was openly discussed or talked about in our household. So the way that I learned about money is probably the same way most of you did, and that is by observing, by experiencing, and by doing. And a couple of the lessons that I learned that really stuck with me and that I'm still using are centered around choice. The very first one is that there's always a choice with money. No matter what you're buying, what you're considering to buy, how you're spending your money, how you're saving your money, it's all about choices. I remember when I was really young buying a gift for my brother, and I had narrowed it down to 2 items. One was this glow-in-the-dark kind of yo-yo globe, and the other was this action figure that had a button in the back that when you push it, his arms moved. And I was really torn between the 2 items. The action figure was a little bit more money. I wasn't too sure what to do, and I remember asking my mom, and she said, well, it's up to you. You have to decide because you can't buy both. We were learning about budgeting at the time. So I knew that I had to make a decision, and she said, why don't you sleep on it? So I went home, I kind of had that 24-hour cool down period, and then I decided, he was being nice to me that night, so I decided to splurge and I got him the action figure. But it all comes down to choice, and that was one of the things that still I use and still stuck with me even as an adult today. The second lesson that I learned from growing up was I grew up in the catalog era. So a lot of times you're ordering things out of a catalog, you're looking at a print book with options and order numbers and prices, and that's how we made our decisions. Sort of similar to today with the internet, except for we had the analog version, the paper version. And so by going through catalog shopping, I was in a rural town, that was the main way that we did our shopping. I learned about sales tax, I learned about shipping and handling, and most importantly, I learned about patience. Things don't come immediately. You have to take time. It takes time to place an order and to receive that order and how to make those payments. So that is something that I still use today with online shopping. So those kind of lessons, no matter how inconsequential you might think they are learning as a child, they do matter and they do stick with you as an adult. All these lessons and more are the core and the foundations of why we started MoneyPrep. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm really excited to share with you more tips and more stories about how to navigate the world of money with your kids and your students. Thanks for watching.